When I saw that Taito Milestones was due out for the Nintendo Switch, I thought it would be a nice compilation to try out. But my jury will be out, as I've been spoiled over the years by playing a lot of originals in the arcades, decent console conversions, and of course, emulated counterparts. However, with that said, I figured, let me try it out. The game starts with a very basic introductory screen and clearly indicates that the compilation is powered by Arcade Archives. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Arcade Archives is put out by Hamster Co. out of Japan and seems to have access to a lot of the IP for a number of arcade and console games. Normally at $17.99 each from the Nintendo eShop, buying all these games would come out to approximately $80. However, buying this compilation, you're saving about $40, so from a value perspective, it definitely meets that criteria. That being said, for me, there are only a few games that I play consistently in the arcades or through console ports included in this compilation. Those are Elevator Action, Frontline, and Qwixx. I call these the quarter munchers for me, as I still remember to this day playing them in the arcades and spending my hard-earned $2 allowance on those games. The ones which I have a passing familiarity with, but would not go out of my way to play, are the Fairyland Story, Ninja Warriors, Alpine Ski, and Shock and Pop. They're not necessarily bad games, but when it's all said and done, I might put one quarter in, play one game, get my fix, and then move on to the coin munchers. The last two games in the list I don't remember ever playing at the arcades, or if I did not play them in length, and that is Space Seeker and Wild Western. Sticking with what I'm familiar with, I tried out Elevator Action, Frontline, and Qwixx, and I'm pleased to say that the emulation was pretty good, with a couple of exceptions. For one, I noticed some slippage in the controls every so often. This was especially evident in Qwixx and Frontline, albeit the controls in Frontline have always been kind of slippery in every console and arcade version I've played. The other thing I've noticed is some accuracy issues. Qwixx is a key example where the colors are off. If you look at some of the screenshots of the arcade or emulator versions versus what's in Taito Milestones or the Arcade Archives version, which is this from what I understand, the higher scoring shade colors are different. This might, however, boil down to using two different versions or iterations of the game. Then tried some of the other games I have a passing familiarity with as mentioned, and found them fun. Especially like Ninja Warriors. I feel like this as a game, had I taken the time to play it, I would have deposited a lot of quarters in it as well. So all in all, the games in this compilation for the most part are pretty sound from my viewpoint. Now with all that being said, and going beyond just the games, you can alter a variety of different features such as controls, aspect ratios, and even scan lines. I'm not going to go into too much detail, as this seems to be somewhat of a standard for most arcade compilations. However, I will say one minor disappointment I had was with the wallpapers feature. I was hoping to add or change the surrounding background and marquees for each game, and I think that's a larger miss with the development of this compilation. That being said, if you're looking for value in an arcade compilation and just would like something that'll work right out of the box, this compilation does provide value. As mentioned, for less than what you would pay for these games, you're getting a few marquee titles mixed in with some titles you would play as a true gamer. With that, would I recommend getting it? Yeah, I would. I would recommend this compilation just as a buy for those who are just looking to download and play. With that being said, thank you for watching Gamers Uplink Reviews. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe and follow buttons and stay tuned for more.